Welcome back to Moviewatch, where so far Murder of the First has scored 36 points against Mad Love's 21. Still to come, Tim Allen frolics into Santa Claus, and I invade the set of Crimetime for a natter with the usual suspects, Stephen Baldwin and Sadie Frost. Before the break, Caroline spoke to Kenneth Branagh about his latest film, In the Bleak Midwinter, a black and white satire of theatricals, Hamlet and The Way of the Lovey. Now it's time to have a little look at it.
If that girl makes it to the first night without a serious accident, I'll be amazed.
Oh, to be near to the theatre.
But now my cousin Hamlet and my son.
A little more than kin and less than kind.
How is it that the clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord. I am too much of the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thy nighted colour off, and let thine eye look like a friend on Denmark.
Is he going to play it like that?
And what, you rude girl?
Like Larry the Lamb on speed.
Right, Joe.
I'll just stop both of you there. Henry, if you leave the interruptions to me, thank you.
Terry, look, I am slightly concerned about the voice. The general movement's fine, but the voice is just a little... It's what they all do, darling, all the granddads. They don't talk like they do in the real world. They put on the cigarette gravel, the treasured trill, the emotional break in the middle of the line, the operatic cadenza. I'm not making it up, they do. Sure, and sometimes it's very good, and sometimes they're very wrong, and they give Shakespeare a bad name. Technically, it is brilliant, but you don't sound like a human being.
More like a robot with piles.
That's not what I meant. Look, it's what I hear, love, when I go to the classical theatre. I thought that's what you did.
Classic stuff. What do you reckon to In the Bleak Midwinter?
I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I thought the whole characters, there was a lot of characters, I thought they were brilliant. There was a lot of funnies. There was a lot of wit involved in it, and I thought some of the jokes maybe went over a few people's heads, and
Like mine.
They couldn't understand it all. It was quick, and it was delivered quickly.
Yeah.
It is a bit of an arty film, but I think it's in a quiet taste. Some people like it, and some people definitely not like it.
OK, Nina, what do you reckon?
I think it was really boring. When I first sat down, I thought, oh my God, what's this? But give it credit, it did get better towards the end. The best thing about it was Richard Bryce. He was really, really good, and he was very funny. And that he was the only person that I laughed at. And John Collins, I just didn't like at all. I didn't like the black and white. I didn't see any reason why it should have been in black and white. I think you either love it or you hate it, and I think it's definitely for older people, and I didn't like it at all.
Andy, what do you think?
I've got to disagree with that. I mean, the black and white films, I mean, yeah, they are quite irritating. I mean, old people films, you know. But after a while, I didn't seem to notice that it was in black and white. It sounds stupid, but I didn't. You just sort of were part of it. I did enjoy it, actually. It wasn't perfect. I doubt I'd go and see it again. I think it's recommended to drama teachers, people in the business and art students.
Jean-Anne, what do you reckon? Would you agree with that?
I'm sorry, Jonathan, but I hated it. It was a load of rubbish. I've never seen anything like it, and I won't be seeing it again. It was in black and white, which didn't help at all. Yeah. The stars were just terrible. The jokes were OK, but I didn't like it. It was all lovey-darling, kissy-kissy, that sort of thing. Not at all, not my film. They couldn't have done anything with it to make it better, in my opinion. Total waste of time.
OK, let's have some scores then for In the Bleak Midwinter.
A very witty 8.
Better than a slap around the head with a wet fish. I'll give it a 4.
Better than average, but quite poor black and white. 6.
A terrible 2.
Which gives In the Bleak Midwinter 20 points. Are you in the mood for a set report?
Right.
Good job. Last summer, The Usual Suspects was a runaway success. Imagine then my glee when I was summoned to interview one of its stars, Stephen Baldwin, on the set of his new movie, Crimetime. I dug out my passport, changed some pounds into dollars, and prepared myself for the long haul to the City of Angels. Imagine then my surprise when the taxi dumped me off here, at a disused railway siding in Southall, Middlesex. Luckily, when you're with Moviewatch, it means access all areas. So, let's go around and see what they're actually filming. Come on.
Hi. Sorry, where do you want to go?
Is it possible just to have a little look what they're filming?
I'm afraid not, no. It's twist of the tail and we don't really want to let anyone see it.
Could we have a chat with Stephen?
I'm afraid not, no, he's filming, so, you know, it'd be a bit difficult.
What can we do?
Well, there's tea and coffee. Go and have a cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee?
Yeah.
Cup of coffee?
Sorry, mate.
Ooh. Gotta go.
Sorry.
Whew. A few more cuts of that, it gets to be quite a race with the devil. Well, it's been a long wait, but at last, Moviewatch is in the centre of the action. Have a look at this.
Action light.
Right, there's the taxi. Looks like a Ford. Could be a Vauxhall, though. Yeah, it's a Vauxhall. And there's Sadie Frost. There's Stephen Baldwin. And there's the bloke who always plays coppers or doctors on British television.
Yeah, okay.
You see that? They drove up.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They got out of a car.
Tony,
and they walked
boys, can we put the
to a
lights
door.
on?
Fantastic.
Good. Watch that camera, right, pal? You're gonna want to get a shot of this, buddy. Come on in here. This is what Dutch directors do. Okay? Look at this. All right? You'd think he'd have the common decency to just keep his paws off the girl, but no. Ooh, sorry.
Paws off the man. Okay,
Ooh,
that's what you're...
he's so Dutch.
Without making any hand gestures of any kind, can you tell us a little bit about the film?
So it's basically, it's quite, I can't do that movement.
It's difficult, isn't it?
It's quite dark, and it's a thriller. It's about a serial killer, and also this TV program called Crimetime,
right,
which is a bit like Crime Watch, and how we sensationalise what's going on and how the media kind of exaggerates everything.
Steve. The film purports to be a satire on the media's relationship with violence. But isn't it still just violence people are going to go and enjoy in these films? I know they say, no, but you see, we're really down on people who glamorise violence. But actually it is glamorising violence, isn't it, again?
Well, it's glamorizing the glamorization of violence.
Yes, but I think that's the same thing. It's the same hook.
Well, no,
basically, people go there to watch violence still.
Well, I think we all have our own perceptions, and that's yours.
Yeah, yes.
But, you know.
There you go, that's a statement. Yeah, you can say that. Have we got to stop the interview now? Unbelievable. I waited around for 8 hours for 40 measly seconds.
Hey, thanks a lot. You bring that?
Yeah, good one.
That was fun.
Steve. Is that it? Great day, great people. And so on to our final film tonight, The Santa Claus, starring Home Improvement's Tim Allen, who I spoke to on last week's show as the man who nobbles Santa, then fails to read the small print and finds himself working the night shift on Christmas Eve.
What's that clatter?
Somebody's on the roof.
Maybe it's Santa.
Not now, Charlie.
Hey, you!
If something should happen to me, put on my suit. The reindeer will know what to do.
It is Santa. Who killed him?
Did not.
Check out Santa's sleigh.
When you put on the suit, you fell subject to the Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus? What does that mean?
It means you put on the suit, you're the big guy. Ha!
How come your clothes are so baggy?
Do you want this doll or not? Go back to sleep.
And if you gain weight over Christmas, have a look at this.
Okay, look, so what? You put on a little weight. A little weight? Does this look like a little weight to you? Weight can fluctuate from year to year. Fluctuate? You make it sound like I'm retaining water. I've gained 45 pounds in a week. Pete, what's happening to me? What's your diet like? Milk and cookies? Really? But I don't finish all the milk.
Nina, what do you reckon?
I thought it was a really good, feel-good movie, and you can go definitely the right time of year to come out, and I would take my sister to go and see it easy. Definitely for younger people, but, well, in saying that, I'm young at heart, you know. Yeah. I just loved it. I thought it was really, really good. And the special effects were great. Tim Allen was excellent, really funny.
OK, Andy.
I think it was a bit sickly for Christmas, you know, Christmas lovely, baubles on the tree kind of thing. Tim Allen was excellent. I really liked Tim Allen. That's why I wanted to see it in the first place. The special effects were brilliant. I really enjoyed the special effects, but overall I thought it was a bit... The whole idea of Americans and Christmas is really sickly. They go over the top, I think, too much. But for young kids, I reckon they really will enjoy it, the whole, like, fantasy world around Christmas, yeah. But for me, bit of a letdown.
OK, Jean-Anne?
This was fantastic, another fantastic film. I love Christmas.
It's been your night, hasn't it?
It certainly has. I've enjoyed quite a few of the films.
OK.
Tim Allen was brilliant.
Although his body wasn't looking so good then.
No, but he was nice.
Yeah.
He was good. The special effects were fantastic.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe his belly.
Yeah.
It was so big and it just looked so real.
Yeah.
It was a bit iffy on who to watch it, because there was adult humour and children humour. It was a bit for everything. I'd take the family. That's what I'd do.
Jonathan, what do you reckon?
I was very, very disappointed in it. I thought Tim Allen did save the film, and there was a lot of his wisecracks that came over that were quite good. But other than that, I thought the film just lacked a little bit of bang, wallop, you know.
Slapstick.
Yeah, a bit of slapstick. It could have done with a lot more slapstick. I didn't think the effects were that good either. And his belly didn't look very...
It was really real.
I just saw that.
It looked rather plastic to me.
I thought it was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I thought it was really... I thought it was funny.
The beard was so real. He did look like Father Christmas to me.
The special effects were excellent.
I thought it was fantastic. Very Christmassy. I came out feeling I'm going to go and get my Christmas presents.
The elves in the North Pole were fantastic.
Right.
The whole world was lovely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, really Christmas.
OK, fantastic. Let's have some scores then for the Santa Claus.
A super Santery, 7.
A Christmas romping, 6.
A sparkling Christmas, 10.
A so-so, 6.
Which gives the Santa Claus 29 points. Which means that with 36 points, Murder in the First is our Movie Watch recommendation of the week. And that's the verdict of our Cleveland reviewers.
My car's been shot.
Extraordinary.
You don't know what it's like.
What? What? Well, what's like?
Alcatraz! I mean, where you think they're gonna send me those 10 years you're talking about? They're gonna send me back to Alcatraz, that's what.
Henry, when it's over, you'll be alive. You'll be able to take care of your sister.
I'm Henry. I'm the one who's gotta do the job, not you.
Stunning, brilliant, we loved it. Whack that on your posters. That's it for Movie Watch this week. Next week, we review Michael Douglas and Annette Bening in The American President, Japanese anime Ghost in the Shell, and independent movie The Brothers McMullen. We'll also be talking to Ed Burns, the writer-director star of that movie. That's all coming on your Movie Watch next week. I'll see you there.